Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am getting set up to stream my Pendragon game. Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be live. Um, I was actually trying to find my Pendragon uh, like starter stream, and I can't find it anywhere. I thought I had set up a Pendragon like intro video, but um, I must have deleted it or lost it or something. Um, so let me just get everything set up and then we'll be up and running. Okay. Let me. I can't find my mouse pointer. Okay, there it is. There we go. Now I'm up and running. Okay, so I'm a couple of minutes early. I'm looking for my players to show. Um, as they come in, that'll be great. I'm not going to wait very long for them. I've gotten to the point where I'm not sure if I'm going to continue running this campaign uh, based on the interactions that I'm getting from my players. Not negative, just absenteeism. One guy said he was not going to make it because he had to work. Sir Roland, is not going to be able to play tonight because he had his job told him he had a mandatory training. So that's understandable. That happens to the best of us. Our job pulls us to the side sometimes, and you gotta go by it. But then there's other times when you just don't show up. Like me last week by accident. I didn't show up. I overslept. Um, I took a nap in the middle of the afternoon and then didn't wake up until late at night. The week before, only one player showed up. And what was funny about that was, you remember that was actually, I did stream that as well. That was Mason, and he went through a solo adventure. um, I'm going to mute myself in Discord in case I'm talking to you and they jump in and hear this. Mason came in and we did a little solo adventure, but the other three did not show up. And then one of the three sent me a message afterwards saying that he didn't realize it was Thursday. He lost track of the days because he's retired. And I'm okay with that. Again, things happen. It was a different person as well. But the fourth player has not made any attempt Any comments in our Discord chat or in game chat or anything. So I have a feeling that he's lost interest after one session. So I don't know. That would be Sir Cadmus. Sir Roland only talked about it this week, saying he had work. Sanson said last week he overslept, and Sir Gwyneth is the one that showed up last week. Hello. You're muted, or your headset's disabled, or something. I don't know. I'm not muted, am I? No, okay, I'm not muted.
Hello.
Hello, I got you now.
Yeah, sorry, I was checking my mic real quick.
Okay. How's your week been?
Pretty good. Pretty good, actually.
That's good. I like to hear it.
I'm starting in a new department at work soon. I'm going to a technical writer position instead of actually working on the assembly line.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I'm just in the final stages of training my replacement. And so it's lovely to be able to make the calls to fix things and not have to worry about cleaning up the mess.
Okay.
I get to, oh yeah, this happened, so we've got to do this, this, and this, which means, yeah, you're gonna have to fix these things tomorrow and probably do this and have fun.
That's good. Is that a promotion?
It's a lateral move.
Okay.
Um, but I'm going from the plant floor to the offices, and it is a salaried position. It's same pay level though, but it's
Yeah.
it's a long-term move.
Right. It's kind of like a foot in the door kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's also less physical, more mental.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is what I've really been trying for.
Okay.
And then there's also it's a less stressful position as well.
Oh,
So even though there's not a raise,
yeah.
there's
There is a
there's
raise.
a there's a big raise. For one, there's air conditioning.
And that's going to be
The floor
important
does
here.
not have that.
Well, in the winter, is it cold or is it always hot?
It gets cold in the winter usually.
Oh,
We've got some ovens to keep the product heated
yeah.
to about 70, 80 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
But it's metal. So once you warm it up, it stays pretty decent.
Yeah.
And they've got like heaters placed around for personal use and such. Some big blowers and things.
That's cool.
So I'm fine with it. But a lot of people do complain about it being cold.
I got you. Did you see
But it
either?
does
Did you
get hot.
did you see either
What?
one? Did you see either one of the Fantastic Four or Superman?
The new two I did not.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
Yeah.
I saw both of them and I enjoyed both of them.
Okay.
I thought they were both um, better than better than bad. I don't know. It's like I I fully expected Fantastic Four to be a woke garbage uh shitfest or whatever, and it
Hmm.
wasn't. It seemed like it was a very Fantastic Four style story, and then I watched Superman, which was very old school Silver Age comic accurate. Um, like the old Superman serial you might have watched on black and white on TV or whatever.
Yeah, that's basically what I've heard for reviews about that one.
But it was good. I mean,
Yeah,
I can I can shoot holes in it all day long, but what fun is that, right? But
yeah.
but I this will not ruin it if you do plan to watch it. But
I'm fine with spoilers. I see them more as cool things to look forward to.
well, there's not really a spoiler, but
Oh,
it's like a an observation or a or a or in interpretation of the movie. Superman is Trump,
okay.
right? And um, the media is attacking him. The legal system is attacking him. He's trying to do the right thing. He's got a tech bro, backing him up. He's got
Hmm.
he's got the Justice Gang or whatever. They are his little inner circle, Trump's inner circle, right? And Lex would be the Democrats attacking him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I I've thought about doing a video breakdown where I explain how each of the different aspects of the movie relate to what just happened in the last 10 years. But I haven't. I'm too lazy to do that.
It could be pretty cool.
I think it would be cool. And I think it would be a different take because a lot of people assume that he's the refugee from another planet, you know?
Hmm.
But that's kind of not what's going on here. He is an immigrant, obviously, but nobody treats him like that. Except I take it back. He doesn't have any rights because he turns himself in and they arrest him and he asks, "Why didn't you read me my rights?" And he said, "You're an alien. You don't get any rights."
I mean, yeah,
Now, yeah, that's right. I can get it, but and there's
he's not married in.
no
He's not natural born. So I guess yeah, he's technically not a citizen.
correct.
So no Miranda. Okay, fair.
Even though
Well played.
he was raised in Kansas, but he didn't come in through legal channels. He just flew in, so he's an illegal alien. But
Right.
other than that, he's Trump. Not that I'm not saying that Trump has superpowers because that's not what I'm trying to say.
Right.
What I'm saying is
The character type,
yeah,
drives, etc.
the the symbology of what he represents
Yeah.
or what he's trying to represent, and he's distrusted. People have Superman. Uh, they dislike Superman because they think he's a bad guy because media tells them that he's a bad guy. It's like Trump derangement syndrome or whatever, but it's Superman derangement syndrome. It's it. I we can When I figure out how I want to write it, I'm sure I'll write a video and do that. Well, dang it, man. It's already like 10 after. And, well, Sir Roland said that he had a work thing he had to go to. He wasn't going to make it. He had a training class that they told him was mandatory. So he's not going to make it. But and the other guy, Cadmus,
Yeah.
I haven't heard a peep from him. Even since the last 2 weeks ago when you and I did that solo adventure.
Yeah, I wonder what's up there.
Now, Sanson said that he just lost track of days because of him being retired and all.
Which is fair, I guess.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. And I
Let
thought
me
it was
message him
okay.
real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Uh, have I never DM'd him? It's like our third, fourth game.
I was gonna say
Jeepers.
it's our second, really, right? He's only played. He made a character and played one session.
No, I mean Sanson.
Oh, well, I thought you played Traveler or whatever with him as well.
Yeah, Traveler, and then
Harn?
he was in yeah, Harn, and then this. Did we
No,
attempt
I
something
don't.
else?
Well, hold on. I don't think he was in Harn. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't remember. He's been around a while.
Yeah. I have not private messaged him yet in all this time. Okay. We'll get to him through the server then.
It's all good.
Could have sworn I had.
Oh, he's in roll 20. He just popped into roll 20. And there he is. Just popped into Discord there.
Speak of the pagan and he shall appear.
That's right.
Or the saying is something like that.
Yes, I am here.
Good.
I was watching SEAL Team. I got so involved in it, I didn't see the time. I'm glad you guys put the Discord thing.
SEALs team, the one with the new one, or the movie.
No, the series. With Jason
Oh,
Hay.
right. The what? Okay, gotcha.
I watched it so many times, but it's still freaking good.
Yeah. I only watched maybe half of that. Uh, I don't know, 3 or 4 seasons. I kind of lost a little interest in it.
You lost interest in what?
Yeah, just it. I don't know. I just lost interest. It was the same thing over and over and over and over. It felt like it was just the same thing over and over and over. And I could relate with too much of it. So and I don't know. Just had other things to do, I guess. So we were going to give Cadmus maybe just a couple more minutes, If he doesn't show, we'll just go ahead and if you two don't mind, I can run you both uh, press on with the campaign
Don't mind.
because Roland he's gonna make it next week. He had to miss this week because of work. His work had a training that was mandatory that he had to go to.
One thing I gotta let you know, I'll be leaving for Louisiana soon. But we're going to Waterbury first. I have to disconnect my internet here.
Are you moving?
I open it as Wi-Fi. If not, it'll be like a month before you guys see me.
Oh wow. Are you moving or are you?
Yeah, we're moving to Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Oh, okay, cool. I've been to Port Polk a couple times
Yeah, I got
actually.
since I'm a retiree, I was able to get a house there for only 800 a month.
Is that good? I don't
Nothing
know.
is that good.
I don't know about
It's
Port
a
Polk.
house for only the rent in 863 a month.
Is it good sized? I mean, it's worth it.
It's a
Obviously,
duplex.
or you wouldn't have picked it. But
It's
yeah.
a duplex, so it has two families.
Okay, I
So
got you. I
it's
got you.
one and a half.
Place like that in Clarksville would probably run you 16 to 1800 a month.
Okay,
But
so I guess it is a good deal.
they're price gouging here really bad lately.
Clarksville is one of the fastest growing towns in Tennessee.
Yes,
Yeah,
and so that's
it's
why
the
they're
same.
doing that. Everyone's moving here, no matter what it costs.
Right.
It's same as Connecticut. Everything's so expensive. They make everything hard to do. Like you can't get your license anymore right on the spot. You have to wait
Well,
2 weeks for in the
it,
mail.
it
Uh,
Kind
it's still fairly cheap here, like cost of living wise. Um, it's just
not
with everyone moving here, everything is shifting more towards um, well, the places they're coming from. So
right.
it is getting more expensive because they'll pay that, so they'll charge it.
Yeah.
in
What
Connecticut, everything's so expensive, and they're making it so hard to do anything.
one thing I remember about Fort Polk was the weather was very comfortable. I didn't. Everybody said it was going to be hot and there was going to be mosquitoes everywhere or whatever. I was like, no, I didn't really encounter any of that. I thought it
Well, it
was
depends where in Louisiana we're talking about. If you're near the swamps of Bayou, yeah,
no, it was on Fort Polk.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's not that close to the Bayou.
And I remember I went into I guess the PX or whatever, and I bought a CD collection. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Queen. Like
Oh,
there
you
was
were
like,
military before or
oh yeah,
military
oh
family?
yeah, oh yeah. I did training in Fort Polk a couple of times.
Yeah, so did I. When I was there, I was field artillery.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I've been in so many different jobs in the Army.
You're
Well, I've
right,
been in the Army 22 years before I retired.
right. Well, even if you probably heard this a million times, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you for your service as well.
No problem.
Anyone that's been in the military, I consider a brother.
Maybe that's why we fight all the time. No, I'm just like, um.
Okay.
So you were Army then? I take it.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Same here. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and let's play this damn game. And
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to do a very small recap so that you guys know where I'm sitting. You guys were captured by the North. Your ransom was paid by Arthur, you came home uh, via a couple of different sightseeing detours. You saw the Long Meg, and you saw the Cross Fells. And at Cross Fells, there was uh, a bargast that you and a couple of other knights that you met along the way uh, helped you out. And you guys defeated the bargast, brought it back, gave it to Robert, your lord, as a gift, and he cherishes it, and he lets you know that um, I think he already told you this, but he was going to hold on to it long enough uh, that he's going to be able to give it to King Arthur as a gift. So he's basically going to regift it, and he'll let them know. He'll let Arthur know that you're the ones that acquired it. So so you can build up your renown and your glory and all that. and and then the year finished out, and then you guys went through a winter phase, and it became the year 511. So you guys are in the year after the Boy King, and a couple of months in, uh, well, I should say before the winter phase, Sanson got married, if I remember right, to Lady Nereus. She's a sister. She's the sister of Blaine. I'm not sure if you remember Blaine. If you're looking at the table, Blaine is over here in Silchester, um, right there. Uh, his he was the guy that met you at uh, Levo Levo Lebco Okay, he was, and then he brought you to Duke Ulfius. He basically assisted you. He didn't have anything to do with you guys other than an escort. But then later, Duke Ulfius commanded that his sister marry you because he owed you a boon and all that. So you got a little bit of a inside tie to the Silchester Kingdom or Duchy, uh, and Lady Gale comes from Boyton, and I think I told you, Mason, where that was located. It's not.
Yeah, we had to zoom way in.
Yeah, it's not too far from Sarum. It's probably just a day's ride, maybe less. Um, but it's kind of off the beaten path, uh, so you have and you did not try to have a second child, and
Correct.
did I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. Did you try to get Lady Nereus pregnant, or did you skip that? Did we skip that?
No, I have a boy already.
You have a boy. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah, I totally forgot that. Sorry. I don't have that on my show
I
notes
used
here.
one of my prestige points to make him healthy.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we didn't have to roll for it. But we did roll for your daughter, and she was okay. Um, okay, so then a few months after the winter phase, there was the Pentecost, which the Pentecost is a time after Easter that King Arthur was holding a court, and he was asking his trusted advisors to come visit him at Carleon so that he could, it's like a war council, get together, talk about what the plans are going forward. And if you look on the map, right in the middle, Carlian has King Arthur um, pictured. You know what? Hang on.
I haven't been in prison for a while. Have I had a chance to visit my wife and boy?
You were married after you were released from prison.
Oh, so I was able to visit my
Oh yeah,
wife
yeah,
and
yeah,
boy.
yeah. You've been living with them. They've been living with you
Right.
this whole time. Yeah,
I just wanted to find out.
at living at Sarum with Sir Robert, and you and Gwyneth both have a room in the castle. Basically, because you're a married knight, uh, you're actually given the privilege of having like a bed and a place to raise your kid and all that stuff. Um, I should have a picture of a NPC. I thought I made a token. I don't see a token. Maybe I don't need a token.
World.
Yeah. He's also in court. I'm sh- yeah, I don't have a token. I'm gonna have to create a token for him. I thought I did. I thought I created a token for him. It's no big deal. But because you can see all the names under the Carlian, you got King Arthur, you got Merlin, you've got the Archbishop, uh, and you have Sir Ector, which you can see is Arthur's stepfather. You got Sir Kay, which is Ector's son, which would make him stepbrother of Arthur. Now you have a king. I thought it was said Lot, but it's actually King Lack. He's the king of the area you're current of Carlian, which is Esquivalian. It's he gave Carlian to King Arthur as like a gift. And then there's also Sir Hervis. Sir Hervis is just he's like a he's a knight in King Arthur's court, but he's not noteworthy or famous or anything like that. He just is. He's very friendly with Arthur. It's like they're best buds, kind of like the way you guys and Robert are. Uh, Robert kind of grew up with you guys, so you guys have always been kind of close with him. That's the way Sir Hervis is with King Arthur. But then there's also this Queen uh, Margaise of Lothian. She is King Lot's wife, and King Lot being Arthur's enemy. And people are not really sure why she's here. Uh, it's it's pretty obvious that she's here to negotiate uh, on King Lot's behalf, basically. Um, and she's treated with respect and dignity and all that. Um,
So she's an ambassador.
she's kind of like an ambassador, exactly. And she's in attendance with her ladies in waiting and her her personal bodyguards and stuff like that. But but nobody messes with her. you know. But there's a lot of rumors going around in town that like why is she here? She's the evil queen from up north. She eats babies. That kind of stuff.
Are
Um,
we still at war with the North?
King Lot did. He's the one that you guys just got finished fighting.
Yeah, I'm saying, are we still at war with them?
Oh, yeah. As long as King Arthur is the king, King Lot is opposed. Yeah, King Lot up north will never swear fealty to King Arthur, uh, the snot nosed squire. He doesn't respect him or treat him with dignity or whatever. And the King of Gore, King Uriens, he allied himself with Lothian. And there are a number. Okay, let me pull up a different map. Uh, Let me get you guys kind of in. Okay, now you might have to zoom out to see where I'm pinging and stuff. I'll use the arrow because I find it to be easier to see. Let me turn that music off. Boink. Okay. I find it easier to see if I point with an arrow. Um, okay, you guys are down here in Carlian, right? In Escavalian. Um, Glethium uh, is is oh, this isn't a really good map. But Longris, okay, you see the Longris area here. Maybe if I do this, maybe if I draw freehand. Yeah, Escavalian. Whoa, that's awful thick. Let me fix that. Okay. Thin. Let's try that. Okay, Escavalian is like this area right here, right? And so that's a kingdom, and they swear fealty to King Arthur. And then if I was to draw an area kind of like that, everything south of that line is has sworn fealty to the king, except for the Saxons, which are Wessex and Sussex. This whole area in the south, that's kind of a Saxon area. And if you scroll, you'll see the Gore and Garloth, the wall, basically. The wall up here is uh, the border with the hostile King Lot and Garloth. They have sworn um, to try to overthrow Arthur, right?
So we have to maintain two borders.
Exactly. You've got this one here, and the one on the south, and then up there. Now, this area in the middle, this Cambria and Cumbria, it has a number of different kingdoms. Like there's Norgalis, there's Camliorard and Malahat and Sorstein. These kingdoms are neutral. Um, they haven't sworn fealty, but they also haven't sworn like opposition either. So uh, that's going to become important here in tonight's little adventure because you're heading north. Okay, so let me just.
I guess they're waiting to see what's going to happen. That's why.
That's probably right. They're all self-interested. They care about themselves or their own kingdom first and that kind of stuff. So
I guess our mission is going to be to try to bring them into the fold.
exactly. But let me uh, get even a better map. This one might be better. How tight can I zoom? Okay. Okay, I've got one that's even closer than this. But that's all right. Um, Cumbria. Longris. Yeah, this reddish line that you see, that's kind of where the border is. Um, the various faction borders, I guess, is, if you want to call it that. You got Sussex and Kent over there. They've got that red border. That's where the Saxons are. And then above that, where you got Glevum and goes up to Bedegrain and Linden. That's another border. Okay. So I'm going to shrink this down. No, I'm not. I'm just going to delete that.
The north has a lot of area, but how densely populated is the north?
Um, it's not as populated as the South. The South is obviously the most populated. But an advantage that they have up in the North is they have these wild tribes. So it's hard to really know who's more populated than the others. They've got Picts, you've got elves, you have the Irish, which is across the sea, but they're along the shores, and there's all different kinds of all different. It's hard to say, but you would assume that they're a little bit less populated because you can see how spread out the towns are. That kind of gives you a clue.
Are the elves neutral?
From what you've seen, you don't know, but there was an elf that met with your captor, and they were friendly with your captors. If you remember,
There's always road.
yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get into the narration here.
That's something we probably need to find out in this council. Is this a war council?
No, okay. It must have been fairly long ago that you don't remember. You were summoned to King Arthur's chambers to meet him privately in his bedchamber. Right? And so this is a kind of like a war council in the public facing, like at feast and like after feast, all the people get together and they discuss what they think the best course of action should be and all of that. But after let me tell you what is actually discussed during the various discussions, and then you'll get called to your private chamber. This is all kind of recapping. So let me just narrate real quick. The year is 5. Okay, I can't even read this. It is so tiny. Okay, let me up it up a little bit. The year is 511. King Arthur once again holds court at Caerleon on Pentecost, which is about, if I remember right, it's about 7 weeks after Easter, something like that. It is not unusual for because I'm not Catholic, so I don't. It is not unusual for kings to move from town to town over the course of this year, but it is clear that Arthur nurtures a special fondness for the city, as he spends much of his time here. Now, with warmer weather upon the land and the start of campaigning season looming, he has called upon his barons to sit in council and discuss the challenges to this young rule. The first night's feast, King Arthur rises and gives an extraordinary speech. Okay, his speech was, "We are of many lands, and the order of knighthood unites us all. We all, even though hailing from different kingdoms and speaking different tongues, are leaders of men, acknowledged superior to those who are beneath us. We have the same rights in our own lands, and we have more in common with each other than with the commoners we lead. The order of knighthood is a sacred institution. After Adam was driven from the Garden of Eden, men fell into war amongst themselves. As a result, the order of knighthood was instituted by the wise to lead and protect mankind from itself and from outside enemies alike. Since then, fathers have enjoined their sons to the task, and the institution has been blessed by time." Okay, and then there are people in this attendance, like Duke Ulfius from Silchester and King Lack, uh, and they meet his speech. Basically, they respond with approval, right? Ulfius and Lack believe in what Arthur just said. Everyone seems to agree that knighthood creates bonds that transcend petty politics. Let's do this again. If you wish to, you can make an intrigue roll. Go ahead and make an intrigue roll.
Know the result to that.
You both failed. Okay.
I'm not into the intrigue.
Right.
I'm a fighter.
That's right. So King Alan of Escavalion wishes to go after the northern kings immediately and send aid to the Saxons of Dara to attack the rebels as well. So basically, there are Saxons to the north, and he wants to send. He basically would rather join with the Saxons against King Lot than to join with King Lot, right? So he
Can we trust this action?
no, obviously not. You have hate Saxons, if I remember right. Okay, so it's just an opinion, right? Duke Ulfius advocates, and he leads a group that believes with him, that a campaign against the Saxons of the South is what he wants. He would rather fight the Saxons in the South. And that is kind of the group that Robert is in. Robert, because he's always being attacked by the Saxons from the South, right? So he says, we should fight the Saxons in the South and not blah, blah, blah.
I agree.
Now there's older knights like Sir Ector and Sir Bastius. They say we should not attack anyone and build up our army first because we're not in any position to be on the attack. So that's another opinion. So you've been in Carleon for about 3 days when he summons you to his bedchamber. It's the most private place in the castle, and going there means something very special is going on. right? Not everybody gets asked to come join him in his bedroom. The uh, You have to pass several guard posts, at each of which the soldiers ask you, like, who are you? Why are you here? And you explain, and they escort you to the next guard post, and then so on and so forth. Uh, and they eventually get you to his bedchamber. And when you go into the bedchamber, Merlin is in there. Um, and I. Okay, that's his character sheet. Okay. So you got King Arthur, and you got the Archbishop, I'm sorry, Archdruid. Okay, wrong. I keep jumping around. Um, he looks like a beggar or an old crazy man. Um, he's dressed in rags. I think I put a description down here. He's unattractive, appearance 9, and even though he's in the presence of the king, he's still dressed in beggar's clothing, tattered, matted robes. He smells of goats and body odor.
He's a druid.
Right. You're probably familiar with all that. King Arthur is dressed in all of his regalia. Okay, so let's. You guys walk in, and they kind of look up and see you come in. Seated on the edge of his bed is King Arthur. And he says, "Oh, you." He goes, "Sir Gwyneth, Sir Sanson, welcome. Come in. You're the first ones to arrive, and so you're the first ones to receive your mission."
Yeah, I kneeled before.
Okay.
That means we get the best one, right?
Okay. Make an intrigue roll to see. He makes a facial response.
Oh, I failed.
I got get lucky, no?
Yeah, he rolls his eyes. Okay. As far as you can tell. I've asked several knights to cross hostile territory secretly if possible. And for you, I need you to bear now, one of you might want to take notes because this is going to be long and detailed, and I'm not going to repeat it. Anybody ready? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you can write it on your character sheet. You got a little spot to take notes there, whatever.
Yeah.
I need you to cross hostile territory secretly if possible, bearing a message to King Leodegrace of Cameliard. Okay, now you've met King Leodegrace of Cameliard. You've never been to his home, but you fought with him both at the tournament and on the field of battle. Okay, we're there. Bearing a message to King Leodegrace of Cameliard and Sir Sanum, Count Pendragon. So far, so good. I have chosen you to take this task, says King Arthur. And he's still seated on his bed. This is the command. Okay, he doesn't say that. Never mind. Okay. I have chosen you to take this task. We will supply you with some of our best and fastest horses we have. You are to deliver my message and then return to me with whatever responses the king and his count, I'm sorry, the king and the count give you.
Your Majesty, you do know that we are warriors and not spies or stealthy.
You are a knight and you will do this.
Your wish is our command.
I wouldn't trust this. I wouldn't trust this important message to a simple messenger. I expect you to be able to defend my words. Um, okay. I need you, Sanson, because you kind of did a little bit of a question, a little bit of a your mind was in the right place. I need you to make a roll, and I'm trying to see which roll it would best be. Um, I think it would be not stewardship. Maybe stewardship, actually. Okay, you can make a orate or stewardship, your choice, or intrigue. You could even do intrigue. I'll give that to you.
No, intrigue, no, that's my word.
Okay.
All those are pretty bad. I gotta get my war rate up. Intrigue is the highest, I guess. Alright.
All right. So this is kind of what you gather from that failed roll. Uh, you kind of get the impression that he's choosing you for this task because no one's going to recognize you. You're nobodies. It's not an insult. He's just aware that you're like a brand new knight. You haven't really made a name for yourselves yet.
So where on the map is these places we're traveling?
Well, I don't know if you have a map. Okay, Merlin then opens, he opines at the best route. You have a map of the let me would I consider that to be a
Other easier questions in Cumbria, Logos.
I'm going to find a map that you can look at on the table. That's going to be easier. It's not Cumbria. It might be considered Carlian, Escabalian. Camliard. Okay, these are zoomed in maps. Oh wait, what about this one? Ah, okay, this This might be a good map. Okay, you can see Carlian in the very bottom left-hand corner, right? I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and so just look on this map temporarily while I read off some of the directions. um, so Merlin steps up, stands up, and he says, "Well, let me think here." This is Merlin. Um, maybe. Just remember, every hill tried in Cambria is hostile, so passing through the back country is out of the question. The forest of Dean of Ergian is far too dense. Okay, and you can see Ergian,
Yeah.
Dean Forest. Okay, yeah, it's far too dense and far too dangerous to risk going through it. Meanwhile, and you see him kind of looking at the ceiling and he's thinking, King Lot may begin his march south at any time and will take the main roads. So you might run afoul of King Lot's advanced scouts. So avoid the roads.
Well, do we have boats where we can use the rivers?
No. Hell no. The rivers are basically just roads and made of water. So um, so King Lot's advanced scouts, they might recognize you if they were to encounter you. Not well, recognize your heraldry, or they might know that you're one of King Arthur's knights, and so they might take you captive or torture or kill you. So so traveling alone or in small groups, you can move much faster than a large procession or army. Um, you might meet knights or whatever in the foreign lands, but you could expect that there's going to be knights on patrol and things like that. So don't don't uh, don't cower from them. But if it's King Lot's knights, you want to avoid them, right? Okay. Now the final route chosen, uh, after I've had time to think about it, is to stick to the rivers. First,
That's what I would say.
yeah. Well, after he thought about it, it's his idea. Okay, first go to Glevium. Okay, everybody should know where Glevium is. It's a big town over there, and he points at the wall. Okay, right up the valley of the River Severn. Okay, do you see the River Severn? Okay, yeah, right up that valley there. And into Galvo. Um, Now, just know that Camliard, Bedegrain, and Lambor all lie along the northern border of Longres, one next to another. Once in Galvor, they knights should meet you, or you should encounter some knights, and they will take you to the king. And you are to say, that you have gifts for the king from Arthur, who wants to make peace. You are not to engage in diplomatic debate. Just present the gifts and speak well of King Arthur and of the King of Galvor. So far,
the King of Galvor there, that's in the capital of Salt.
probably. I suspect. Yeah. Okay, once in Galvor, the knights will greet you and or you will locate them and then let them know that you got gifts for the king. Okay. Afterwards, you're to go further up the Severn until it reaches the forest of Arden.
Where's that? It's not on the map.
It is. The forest of Arden is that entire forest just south of the road from Manchester, Carhouse, Stafford, that whole area to the south. You see right there it says Arden Forest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that whole section there is really the Arden Forest. But he says until it reaches the Arden Forest. From there, you will go through the forest to the northeast. Mason, are you taking notes?
Yes.
Okay. Go to the northeast and enter Camliard. Okay. Yeah, Camliard is just off the map. Okay. You see the dotted line? Let me draw freehand. Let me change the color. I don't like black. Let's change it to red. Okay, that should be
the
good.
dotted line near the edge of the northern part.
Okay, small is not. Let's go regular. This right here is the border of Camliard, right? Yeah, that's not thick enough. I'm gonna have to go massive. There we go. This area that I'm drawing now, that's Galvor. Whoops.
Since there's no river to Kalmanar, we should go through the forest.
Correct. You'll have to. You can follow the river of Severn to stay on your path, but once you get up to the Stafford like road intersection, okay, here let me continue. Until it reaches the forest of Arden. From there, you will go through the forest to the northeast and enter Camliard. There, you are there to give Leodegrace some gifts as well. As the
Is that up here?
no, see, Carlhaas and Stafford, those are all in the kingdom of Leodegrace.
Hey, where are we going in Lord Grace?
Well, you'll have to locate the king.
Okay, so we gotta ask around.
Yeah, you'll have to ask or get escorted by knights or something. Leodegrace is friendly. First of all, he's very friendly. You give Leodegrace the gifts as well as the message, and thence continue on until you meet the river Trent. Okay, so just basically go up, give him his gift, and that river there should be the river Trent.
go to the northwest or the northeast of the River Trent.
Yeah, it's northeast until you get River Trent. This map that I just pulled, I'm gonna. Okay, let me move you over to it. It's a different map, but it's got um, Cameliard. You see Cameliard right there. And I think this river here is the River Trent, the main one with the bridge and the before the hills. Uh, but let me keep reading because this is all coming from Merlin. Um, the forest continue. Okay, cross to the northern side and continue downstream to the river Derwent. Okay.
I don't see Derwent.
Yeah. I'm not given all the maps. Hang on. Let's see if it's on this map. Castle of Salt. Nope, that's the northern section. That's as far north as that goes. Okay, well, this is a different map. It's just zoomed out a little bit. So if I was to draw, I would say starting from Carleon, right? You're going to go up to Glevium. From there, you're going to go north, get encountered possibly Castle of Salt, and then through the forest until you get to this spot, then travel across the river somehow. So far, so good. Okay, and then follow the river south or upstream, right? Downstream. Yeah, downstream. Uh, Go further up the Severn until it reaches the ports of you are to deliver the message. Okay, cross the northern side and continue downstream to the river Derwent. Travel up that to the Castle of Doves. And I am looking for the Castle of.
The red line to
Yeah, I'm trying to find where's the Castle of Doves. Do you see it anywhere?
Let me put my glasses on. Maybe the castle is too small to put on this map.
It might be, but you would think that they would have provided me with a map. Okay, maybe it's. Oh, okay. Hold on. Castle of Doves in Duffield. Do we see Duffield? I see Bettigrain, and I thought he was the Count Bettigrain.
He is. So maybe while the land is called Beta Grain, maybe it's the Castle of Doves.
There is a castle Bettergrain.
Oh, well,
Do you see that?
yeah.
But I don't think that that's maybe that's the Castle of Doves. Uh, let me glance at another map. Just a second.
Travel up the Derwent. Well, so far we're just at the Trent. Where is the Derwent?
Oh, that's the river right here. The river here.
I'm on different maps.
Yeah, this is Doran River here.
Okay,
Goes
so let's
down.
follow that back.
That goes down.
Oh my. Yeah, I see it. Oh, but so is this. So,
Oh, that's Humber River there.
is it? It's. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, Derwent is this river.
So if we travel all the way down to the Derwent, travel up the Derwent to the Castle of Doves, that would put it up in Cumbria. At Ibericum.
Oh, since these are real places in Cumbria, can we Google it? If it's in Dara or what area is it?
It is, but I don't think they're having you go all the way up to Ibericum. It sounds to me like it's Bettergrain,
Yeah.
Castle Bettergrain, because he's Count Bettergrain. So let me get back to your map.
That makes sense. But why did it say to Durham, which is far north?
I don't see the River Derwent that you're talking about. This is the River Derwent, the one that goes by Bettergrain.
That's the Trent.
Yeah, this is Derwent. That's the Derwent
Oh,
River.
sorry, I meant to let that go away.
It goes up into Cumbria.
Okay, I never said Derwent. Oh, hold on. Let's go back a second. It says go further up the Severn until it reaches the forest of. Okay, we've already read that. Arden. From there, you will go to the forest in the northeast and enter Camliard. They will give Leodegrace the gifts as well as the message, and thence continue on until you meet the River Trent.
Yeah, we got that.
Mm-hmm.
Cross to the northern side and continue downstream to the River Derwent.
Yeah, Derwent's way up here.
And it is downstream on the Trent. But again, it does make sense for it to be Castle Bettergrain. Well, maybe he's going somewhere with this.
Where do you see that it's Derwent?
Just to the left of the forest name there. Of the, let me get my arrow.
That's a P.
You sure?
That's Penwesa or Pen.
It says when.
That's not a D though. That's not a delta.
Okay. Okay.
That's a P.
I don't know. It looks like a D to me, but it's
Trent. So maybe this is the Derwent? Down here by Bedegrain? Because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not taking
yeah.
a boat. We're traveling along the river.
Correct.
So we would come up this road, leave the River Trent towards the Derwent, because that's where the bridge is, and that lets us come to Bedegrain.
Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking. What does that say right there? Whoops, I just covered it.
Trent.
yeah, the Trent
But
River.
that river that branches to the left, I don't see a name anywhere.
There's no name.
Yeah, it's very small. Or I mean, yeah, I don't see a name either. Yeah, and that's what's funny. Right as you go into Cameliard, my map changes. I had to pull this map out. But
Yeah.
okay. So let me.
And this road runs parallel to the Trent, so we're following the Trent to the Derwent.
But you want to be off the road, right? You don't want to be encountered by any.
Oh, well, yeah, that still works then, because then we got to go up the Derwent to the bridge
And back down, yeah.
because we can't really cross the river.
Right. Unless it's, unless there's a ford or something.
We should travel with no heredity.
It says travel up that to the Castle of Doves in Duffield, where the Count has promised to meet you. You are to deliver the message to no one but the Count or one of his main men, the Marshal, Constable, Seneschal, or Chamberlain. They are then to return to me via the same route. Okay, so this is where Merlin says, memorize this because I'm not writing it down. You're not going to. And so if it takes you a couple of times or whatever, you memorize it. And that's why I had you write it down. So that's basically you memorizing it.
We got a message in Galborn, then one in Camberlin.
You said one of the Count's named men. The Constable, the Marshal, the Seneschal, or was there a fourth one?
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Yeah. Or the Count himself.
Yeah, I had him.
Okay.
And the message?
They're probably sealed messages, right?
No. Nothing's written down. It's verbal. He already told you what the message was.
I didn't hear him say message for tale.
The
Speak highly of the king.
Arthur wanted peace?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just speak highly of the king. Speak highly of the king that you're speaking with. Be friendly. Give him the gift. Say King Arthur wants to be friends.
So it's more the route and who to give it to that I was memorizing.
Exactly. Well, and the message, and the message, but
it's a peace offering.
Yeah, the message is. It says you will receive the message, and you have to memorize it. It's too important to be written down. That's what it tells me. Oh, okay. Maybe this is the message. Okay.
I wrote everything down.
Okay. Maybe this is the message. I'm going to copy and paste it so you can do the same or whatever. My good sir, we have knowledge that King Lot and his armies are marching hastily to attack us. If you would prove your loyalty and yourself to us, then prepare to meet us at Lambor,
So that's the message. Okay.
from whence we march north to engage Lot's army in battle.
Yeah, write that down, Gwen.
Lambor is just to the
What?
I
south
can't write.
of. You're memorizing it, so write it down. You're memorizing.
Yeah, but he told me to write it down. I can't write.
No, I'm out of game, you idiot.
If you look at the map,
I've got it.
Lambor is just to the south of Pendragon. I mean, it's not like he's got far to go, right? But you're giving that message to all three of these people, right? The
3? Yes. Wait.
the king in Galvor,
Yeah, King and Galvor, King Leota Grace, and
Yeah.
then the Count
Pendragon,
Pendragon.
right? Okay. You are, now here's the kicker. I plan to move my army to Lambor in 3 weeks. So time is of the essence. So you are to proceed as quickly as possible to your destinations, deliver the message, and in order to give these potential allies enough time to muster their troops and march. Okay, so before you leave on the morrow, because it's late at night, you will take your squires. Okay, so it'll be you and your squires. Unless you want to leave them behind, which is totally understandable. But if you want to bring them along to help maintain, your travel or whatever, you can definitely do that. But remember, more people means more chances for failure or to be spotted. So that's
Only
really
problem is we'll probably need fresh horses in the places we stop if we want to go fast.
well. You're not. No, no, no. You're not going to gallop everywhere. You're just gonna not dilly dally and go on dragon slaying quests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just don't just ride casually from point A to point B. Sometimes slower than casual because you want to be secretive and stealthy. So yeah, you don't want to just be. And when you go through the forest, you don't want to just be balls to the wall or whatever. Yeah, so just ride casual, just ride normally, but just don't spend multiple days in a place because you met a girl.
Yeah, if we get hurt, tough it out.
Right.
If it's life threatening.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it and yeah.
And we shouldn't wear any identity that we're Knights of Salisbury.
I will not hide my identity ever. I will proudly wear it.
That's right. You're a knight. You don't hide that kind of stuff. But you can claim to be a knight in the service of Arthur. That'd be perfectly fine because you are. Um, or you can say Robert if you wish, and they might know that Robert is in service of Arthur. Uh, but I do have a some info. You just know that your allegiance with King Leodograce is all but assured, right? Because you've already fought with him and all that stuff. Now you can make a recognize roll to know something about
Roll.
Count Sanum. Well, yeah,
I failed.
yeah. You both have never heard of this count. Um, yeah, so you don't know who that guy is. Um, and that might be why you don't know where his castle is. That's okay. You will stop overnight at Glenham. Glevum, I guess is what it's called. The reason why, that is where you're picking up your gifts. When you get to Glevum, communicate with the noble there and let them know that you're there to pick up Arthur's gifts because they're being fashioned there. Okay? So far, so good? Yes, no?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Um, Merlin steps up and says, any further questions?
No.
Yeah, my pen ran out. Can you start over again? No. No, I think we got it.
Now's the time. If you have, if your feeble mind has any gaps, now would be the time.
Um, who are we picking the gifts up from in Glevin? Glevum? Like, is that going to be at the castle? Is it? Do we have to ask for someone specifically?
It looks like he's going through his mind to figure this out. Um,
Since it's a noble, it's probably inside the castle.
Yeah, but if we're supposed to be going secretly, we shouldn't ride in shouting, "Hey, we're here for the special gifts."
right.
Well, if they're friendly, we could go in. We're here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could even ride openly up to maybe even as far as Castle
Is there,
Salt.
is there a king at the Castle Glevin? Or is it
But
different?
I think we
Okay.
also don't want to start rumors about this because those could spread to the same scouts we're trying to avoid. So I think even in friendly country we should take care to be cautious.
I don't think the castle's going to have any scouts because it's guarded.
When you get there and due to hospitality, they give you a room, just share it with the Lord of Glevum and he will provide you with those gifts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Lord Glevum.
Simple enough.
Yeah, you're going to pick up 3 gifts and they are, well, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
No, I think I've got it.
Okay, I have a question. Are you taking your squires?
Oh,
Here's a
man.
question to fix that. Do we have fast horses for the squires?
If you take your squires, you and your squires will have fast riding horses. But that doesn't mean uh, you push them till they die, you know. You just, they just cross country, they'll be quick. Or if you need to run
Yeah,
for
I think I'll
whatever
bring my
reason.
squire.
Okay.
Yeah, if we didn't bring our squires, it might look suspicious of what we're doing.
If you
Actually,
don't
let
have them,
me.
yeah. What?
Oh, I will not be bringing my squire.
What's that?
I rolled. I decided to make this decision off my traits. I figured prudent or reckless. I am more reckless, so I rolled reckless to bring my squire. Risk being discovered easier. But I fumbled, so I will be prudent, and I
If
will not bring
if
the
if you if you
14-year-old on the secret mission.
if you fail a roll, you roll against the opposite trait.
Oh, right. Oh, I fumbled both.
Yeah, so that basically means you get to choose.
Yeah, but I was hoping he would decide for me. Um, I think I'll just go with the numbers then. Um, and he will be bringing his squire because he's more reckless.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it'll be fine. It's just one. It's just one more person. I need his help.
That's right. He's going to carry the food and the tent and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
else
not
would
doing
do
that.
that? Exactly. You don't do you fight. He holds your sword for you. What about you, Sanson? Are you going to take your squire?
Yes, because they could carry supplies and stuff like more
E-
supplies than one horse.
exactly. Exactly right. All right. So you guys spend the night in Carlian, uh, and you head out in the morning with your squires, who have been informed that you're on a secret mission that they can't talk about. They don't know what the mission is unless you tell them what it is. And they just know they're following you and doing as you ask.
Roger. It's a need to know basis.
It's a need to know, exactly. Okay. So are you ready
Yes,
to embark on this?
yes, we are.
Um I need I need Mason to keep track of the days. Because remember, you have 3 weeks before Arthur moves his army. So the faster you get there, and it's not very far, really, to be honest, um, but you might be delayed or something like that. So I just want you to track the days that you might have to wait in certain areas, or you might have to, you know, and just let me know the number of days. I don't need to know the date. Just like one, two, three, four, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So
Um, but so we don't actually have 3 weeks because they need to be moving in 3 weeks.
correct.
We have probably one, maybe two.
You need to be back in 3 weeks. So really, you got a week and a half to get there.
I'm putting it on my wound bar, and I will up the damage by 1 every time It's another day.
Oh, you're creating a wound and it's called time or something?
Days.
Days? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and add one.
Click.
Because the journey
Oh
to.
man, he meant.
What?
I was gonna say he meant 3 weeks from when he told us. That minute.
Yeah.
My.
Yeah. But no, you get a week and a half to get there and to get back. So that means, yeah. So what is that? That's 10, 11 days? Something like that? Okay.
Yeah. 10 and a
So
half.
the journey to Glevum goes without incident and takes 1 day. That's the one I had you click off. Okay, so I'm going to move the party marker. The upper left corner of the party marker is where you guys are at. You're at Glevum, and it says Glevum is a town. It is give me a second. I feel that this deserves justice. Meaning, I'm going to give you the skinny.
Guinea.
Yeah, the skinny.
Right back.
It's been a while since you've heard that, huh? Okay, regions. Gossip. No, we're not dealing with that. You want to go on some adventures? No, maybe not. And by the way, no one gave you a map. So you're not
No, but
like
we got pretty clear instructions.
exactly. That's the point. Okay, here we are. Glevum? No, those are kingdoms. Okay. Places. Here we are. So it's probably a paragraph or something. It's not like it's. Okay.
I like that party token. It's cool.
Yeah, thanks. Hmm. Control F. Maybe that. Glevum.
I'm just heating some water for coffee.
Okay. So you'll notice that the at Glevum, you're introduced to the Bannerets. It's like a band. It's a dance club. No, these guys are the two brothers in charge. One is called the Red Banneret, and one is called the Green Banneret. They hate each other. They're always
Oh,
arguing.
we're just going to request an audience with the Lord. So,
That's them.
oh, there's two Lords.
Yes. Um, They look identical in appearance. They are twins.
That's what I figured.
And yeah, so they're both sitting on their thrones, like husband and wife or whatever. And they are up there. One's red, one's green. And welcome to Glevum. You are knights of Arthur, and we have your gifts prepared.
Great.
One of them, the green one, claps his hands, and a couple of people walk in carrying these bundles. They're wrapped in like some kind of fabric, and one of you or both of you or your squires or somebody has to carry these gifts because they are valuable. Okay, obviously, because King Arthur's giving them to somebody. This is the
Do they
gift.
have names on them? Is there a certain gift?
Well, you
for
can't
certain
read it, but they have symbols on them, like little heraldic tags. And he says this one is for King Nim of Galvor. This one is for King Leodegrace, and this one is for Count Sanum. Okay, and then they show you the gifts. The King Nim is getting a golden jewel encrusted goblet. So far, so good. And you don't have to write this down, but that's what it is. It's a jewel encrusted goblet. There is the second one for Leodegrace is an illuminated gilded Bible for Leodegrace. Each of those are worth this is he's not going to tell you, so you have to kind of figure it out on your own. So the goblet would be either a courtesy
or fashion?
or yeah, we'll go with fashion. Sure, or fashion. Or yeah, that's all it would really be. It's courtesy or fashion.
Success for Sanson.
Okay, Sanson, you notice or you know that this goblet is probably worth somewhere around 3 years' salary. So probably about 15 librams, approximately. Now the Bible you can roll religion or courtesy. Either one of you, or both of you. Okay, Sanson knows this too. That Bible is also worth about 15 librams. Now, Count Sanum's gift is a fine bit and bridle of silver and tooled leather. So you can make a horsemanship roll to determine the value of that one. Gwyneth? Horsemanship? It's a combat skill.
There it is.
Oh.
A success finally.
Yeah, it's not worth as much it's only for a count. It's not for a king, so it's worth probably about 5 librum.
Probably the same worth as mine.
Right, right. Yeah, it's about that. So he says, "Here are the gifts. We've already been paid. It's now your responsibility."
We're doing this. I'll have my squire, you know, feed the horses, brush them down on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, he definitely.
I will carry the Gilded Bible.
Okay. Who's gonna? I mean, you can carry all of it. You're on a horse and you can get saddlebags or whatever. You could do that.
I think we should split it up just in case something does go wrong.
Okay. Now. Okay, so you're carrying the Bible. Um, Sanson, I assume you're carrying the goblet.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, what about the bridle?
That's a bit more unwieldy. We can put that on a pack horse.
Or we could put on the one of the riding horses that we're riding. So
Yeah,
No.
you guys don't have any pack horses.
Oh, by
There,
pack horse I mean in the squire's lap.
yeah, there you go. Well, the squire's got saddlebags or whatever that carrying your food and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can give it to one of the squires. Who's squire?
Um. High mine, low Sanson's.
Okay, you hear this. The red banneret yells at the green banneret, and he says, "I was not ensorcelled by Merlin."
Oh,
They're having an argument.
I see.
They've already ignored you guys.
yeah, let's move on. We don't want to get involved in this.
Right.
Yeah, I give the bridle to Roland to keep track of.
Yes, sir.
Roland the squire.
I'll guard this with my life.
And when Big Roland comes back, he can carry that one.
There you go. There you go. Now, Roland, just FYI, Roland is going to be following you, but he's got to try to catch up. There was something wrong with his horse that he had to get it repaired or something. Okay, so the next morning, I assume you head
You
north.
know what?
What's that?
A horse really does have blinker fluid.
That's right. So you head north.
We have to meet the knights.
The next morning, you head north, passing through Tewksbury. You see that?
Yep.
I know it's kind of covered by the path, but yeah, it's right there, Tewksbury. And you cross the river Avon, which takes them beyond the borders of Longris. Okay, so now you are in the kingdom of Galvor. Yeah, you guys are. I need to make like a little arrow or something.
Why don't you make the party token small?
Oh, I can, but I wanted you to be able to follow along with it. Give me a second. I have lost something. Okay, my computer says it doesn't want to open. It's not responding. Okay, wonderful. There it goes. Me all the way to the curb. Okay. Okay. Let me go to my desktop. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah. Hmm. I'm very surprised that it's not right where I thought it was. So I'm kind of looking around for it. Oh well, let's do this. Give it a second, it'll load. Yeah, and then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it right. Where does it bring to front? Bring to front. Put it right there. Select both of them. Group them. I don't see group. Ah, here we go. Yeah, okay. So I can move it around. We'll live with what we got. Where's my Pendragon. All right, we're back. Okay, so there's the party token. It's a pin. I got a pin. You guys have crossed over into Galvor or whatever it's called. And you head north, passing through Tewksbury. You cross the river Avon, which takes you beyond the borders of Longres and into the kingdom of Galvor. Not long after, a patrol of knights intercepts you. Okay, so there's like 4 knights and their squires. And they're on the road. And they see you approaching and they kind of just stop and wait. And now, because we're still in kind of a little preamble, it says here that you, as knights, you know the protocol. This is not a martial situation. This is more diplomatic or introductory. They're not at war with you. You're not at war with them. You're not being aggressive. They understand that you might be messengers or you might be lost or whatever, right? So they're just waiting for you to approach them. And you see them and they see you. What do you do? All right. So you ride right up to them. You get within earshot of them, probably 10, 20, or 20 feet or so, You don't bump your horse's noses, you're not that close. But, and they say, "Who are you?"
We are knights of King Arthur. We're here to have you escort us to your king.
Oh, you wish to see King Nim?
Yes.
Okay. They look at each other like, who are these people? And they mumble amongst themselves, and they say, "King Arthur, huh? The boy king? Okay. Come with us. We'll take you to King Nim." And they turn their horses around, and they ride up towards the Castle of Salt. You guys can make an intrigue if you want, or a courtesy. You can make a courtesy or an intrigue, your choice.
A success on courtesy.
Yeah, both of you got a success. Okay, they don't know if they trust you or not. You can tell that they are uncouth, or you would say that they're less than polite. They say things like, your horses, they could have at least, bathed sometime this century, and your saddles look like, they were put together by a dwarf. Basically they're throwing insults, knowing that, or suspecting that you've got important business, so you're not really going to be able to deal with them. They look like they're taking the opportunity to be rude. If that makes any sense. Okay.
One ear and out the other.
In one ear and out the other. Exactly. You're like, whatever, dude. Okay, so when you get within sight of the Castle of Salt, I almost want you to make a blindness test, but I'm not going to have you do that. the sun is hitting the castle. Imagine the castle is pure white. Um, and it's not just white, it's white and it glistens in the sun. It reflects the sun's light. It's a painful glare. You don't have sunglasses. If you did, you'd be wearing them. You put your hands up in front of your eyes or whatever so you can see where you're going. It is very bright. It reflects this. It reflects the light. You'll see that the locals. There's a lot of water. Think of like a rice paddy. There's a lot of water, but it's like deliberate. Like they made these pools of water on purpose, and the river feeds into these pools of water, and you see peasants out there with their sifters sifting the salt out of the water, and they are packing the salt into these bricks, like big salt licks or whatever you want to call them. They're giant, like blocks of salt. If you were to guess, if you had any kind of engineering skill or anything like that, you would assume that the castle is literally made of salt.
Hence the name.
Hence the name. All right, we're moving into the Castle of Salt chapter. Hold on. This is a little common knowledge. The Kingdom of Galvor is also called the Kingdom of Salt. While various other inland locales produce salt for export, none are as rich in salt as this land. In Droitwich, which also called Salt Town, a mighty salt geyser regularly spews forth several hundred gallons of thick, briny water, and the locals collect and evaporate a great salt pans to create their product. This trade is lucrative, and this small kingdom has grown rich from it. Worcester is the largest community in the kingdom. Worcester is the town just outside the Castle of Salt. And there is located the renowned Castle of Salt. It is constructed of huge chunks of salt rock ground into shape to create formidable walls that are near impervious to melting rains. Within the walls lies Salt Hall, and that's where you guys are being escorted to. The audience with the king in Salt Hall. Upon arriving at the Castle of Salt, the guards tell your squires that they will wait outside with the horses and all that. They'll be taken care of. They'll be fed and given water and stuff. But you will be brought inside to meet the king. You and your gifts will be brought to the king. Salt Hall sits atop a great motte, like a motte and bailey. Your squires are to remain inside the inner bailey with your horses. Within the hall, the knights come before the king. Okay, I think I've got a picture. Hang on. Do I? Is he... There you go. King Nim. Well, he's well dressed. That's text. Okay, I don't read text. Within the hall, the knights come before the king, a runty little man with a great golden crown. He squints down at you from his throne, stroking his billy goat beard. Why are you here? He barks shortly. You guys are standing in front of him.
My
What?
good sir, we have knowledge that King Lot and his allies are marching hastily to attack us. If you would prove your loyalty and yourself to us, then prepare to meet us at Lambert, from whence we march north to engage Lot's armies in battle. We also have a gift from King Arthur, the High King.
He holds his hands out, and one of his knights steps forward to grab the gift. So I guess who has the goblet? You have the goblet.
That's the one Sanson has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hand the goblet to the knight.
Does the boy king of yours want to take my lands away? My grandfather fought to take these, and we will keep them. Make a courtesy roll.
Courtesy?
Yep. Either one can.
Both or just
anybody
him?
that wants to respond to this.
Okay.
I got a
success.
Okay. If you make the roll, you get a check by it. So you can check your courtesy. And you gain 10 glory. And you get to make your rebuttal. What do you say? Obviously, he's listening, is what that courtesy roll is saying.
Yeah. The good King Arthur does not wish for your lands or your property, only to keep our people safe from the Saxon menace.
Yeah, King Arthur just wants you to join us in the fight against King Lot and his allies that plan to dethrone King Arthur.
A knight storms, not storms, but kind of like barges into the hall, carrying two other gift packages. You recognize them as from your horses, and he walks up to the king and hands him the bundle with the Bible in it and the bundle with the bridle in it. And he says to you, looking down at these other bundles, and he says, tell your king that this gift, he's holding the mug, the goblet in his hand, and he says, tell him that this gift is a good start. But I expect more riches and more distinguished messengers to bring them before I lead my high and mighty army outside my borders. Tomorrow, my men will see you back to your kingdom.
Ah. I see.
Well, we have further to travel, so we can't go back as of yet. We have more of a mission.
We will of course follow your knights to the border and return to our kingdom.
one of you says you have further to go, and one of you says you don't.
Well, we did.
Okay. Where might you be heading?
We had two other two others to meet with.
And he glances down at the two other bundles. Oh,
But
were these gifts for them?
yes.
Oh, okay. Um, well, he opens the bundles and he sees that one is a gilded Bible and the other one is a bit and bridle. And he looks down and he says, "Oh, well, I shall keep these as well. None of those lords up there could accept such paltry gifts anyway. They are more likely to feel insulted. So I have done you a favor. Tomorrow my men will accompany you back to Logris." Okay, it says, I love this.
Of course, your lordship.
I love this. It says, no courtesy or orate rolls are necessary. Okay. But you may roll them if you want to roll a courtesy or an orate, because you might critical.
How did he get the other gifts? We didn't hand them to him.
No, they searched your horses.
What?
Yeah, the knight sort of burst into the room with the other two packages.
Oh, wait, did you just make a courtesy roll?
Hold on.
Or
I did not.
courtesy
That's
or
the one from before.
rate. Yeah, courtesy or rate. Your choice. We're really only looking for a critical.
So they're going to steal the stuff off our horses. A king would actually do that?
I was off by one.
He has done that, yes. Now, I will allow you to stay in the Castle of Salt for the evening. I have no quarrel with you, and in the morning we will see you back to your kingdom.
Of course, we would be honored to enjoy your hospitality. The hospitality of the great King Nim. Of course.
He smiles, and you can see him thumbing through the Bible as if he knows how to read, which he doesn't. All right, thank you. You're free to go now. Thank you for the gift. I will. I have done you a favor. The lords up north cannot accept these gifts.
We appreciate your great wisdom. Sanson, let's leave the king to his treasures and go alert our squires of the change of plans.
Okay, so you find your squires down in the bailey, and your squire Roland says, "I'm sorry, I couldn't. I tried stopping him, but they forced their way into our bags. They rummaged through it. I failed you. I couldn't stop them."
No, they have failed us. So, here's the plan.
How are we going to get them back?
Well, we have permission to stay in the castle, yes?
Yeah.
The treasures are in the castle?
Maybe.
But we don't know if they'll be guarded or not.
No. But we have permission to be there at night when almost everyone will be asleep. And our mission was to be stealthy, yes?
Well,
So
they're not that stealthy. So.
we have the squires stay here, make sure the horses are ready. We take back what is not theirs, and we ride like hell's at our backs.
Good plan, but how do we find where they have the treasures?
Well, you saw you saw the king. I don't think he's going to put those down. He's like a child with a teddy bear. As paltry as he claimed them to be, he was thrilled by them. He'll keep them nearby, at least for now.
While
I mean,
you
look at his
are
shining white castle.
while you're communicating with your squires and each other, one of the knights that escorted you from the border to the castle approaches, and he says, I'm to escort you to where you're going to be staying. So if you would follow me," and he starts walking.
I'll follow.
Okay, he takes you to the stable. And this is where the horses and our guests stay.
Ah,
It's where a lot of the knights will sleep as well. Don't treat yourself. Don't think of yourself as um, above the other knights. We have, we sleep where we can. We throw a blanket wherever we can, and but luckily it's getting warmer out, and so some of the knights won't be sleeping in the stable. Some of them will just be sleeping in the courtyard or with the king, or various places.
That's how it is back home too.
Yeah, and if you have any, if you have any plans to, he just comes out and says it. If you have any plans to get your gifts back, I would think second thoughts about that. While you're here,
What?
it will be guarded. You can't be trusted.
You see,
Holy crap.
And your horses stink.
I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not gonna say it tonight. But how did his king can't be trusted naturally.
Obviously.
how many knights were in there?
Probably about 20 or so. I guess. Yeah, 20 plus that many guards and that many squires. So it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
What do you think about our odds? I think we're sleeping in the stables and going home tomorrow. Man,
I guess we failed our mission.
I don't think we did.
I know. I had no idea that king would go through our stuff and steal stuff.
No, this
It's basically it's a wake up call is what this is. Not all kings are as okay, here let me read some italics. Not all kings are as just or merciful as Arthur. They use their power to enrich themselves at others' expenses. End quote.
Now this was a success.
It was a success. He did get his gift.
Yeah.
And
we gave him his message
and
his gift.
And his gift.
And the whole reason for the message was if you would prove your loyalty and yourself to us. And he has.
One way or
His
the
lack
other.
of it.
Yeah, one way or the other.
We have gotten the most honest answer we can. We know there is no trickery in this answer.
Right.
Now, the other two parts of this mission aren't looking so great, but luckily, we're still pretty close to home. We can run on back, and maybe Arthur can cook something else up pretty quick. Or maybe he will suggest we go on and meet with the other two with a smaller gift.
In the morning, there is a knowledge drop about honor and not fulfilling your mission. Hmm. So, are you spending the night? Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, they feed you and they
Yes, and
and it's food. It's real.
man,
It's
this
real.
is this is hospitality, so it would also be dishonorable to start smacking people.
Right. Just for the. Just for
Oh,
the.
but
Just for
standing
the.
up for ourselves.
There's no way we could go against the king. He's a king. The only thing we could do is go back and tell him what happened.
But could you
No,
imagine the
that's
glory if we succeeded?
There's too many
um
nights. But
going back is a problem, and I think it's something that you would be aware of. That's what the situation is, and I'm trying to locate the verbiage that it uses.
maybe we could continue without gifts. We could still ask them if they're willing to put loyalty to High King Arthur.
Yeah, it says something about turning back. Um, let me see. Uh,
We can't get the gifts back, but we could continue without the gifts.
Yeah.
okay, it says if a player knight proposes returning, then everyone has to make an honor roll to realize, and this is uh, that going back after a setback. Okay, well, Gwyneth has a good enough honor that he knows that going back now after such a minor setback will cost you honor and reduce your trust with the king and the lords and uh, you have to tell the king of your failure. You'll lose honor. You will be all sent away in disgrace, and you have to make new characters.
I was afraid of that.
But just imagine
Okay.
you both know that it's dishonorable to. It's important. Let me rephrase that. It's not dishonorable,
Yeah.
honorable, whatever. You know it's important that these other nobles know of Arthur's plans so that they might be able to help. You're just going to be without the gifts.
Yeah, we could continue because they don't know about the gifts, so maybe we could just ask about the gifts.
Just omit that. Exactly. Because the gifts, uh, what Arthur needs is their army. He doesn't need them to receive gifts.
What we might try,
Yeah.
we could get the feel of the situation at our next couple of stops, and if perhaps they have a poor opinion of King Nim, which, having seen him, I think anyone who's met him has a poor opinion of him. Maybe we could use that to our advantage and say, even after we told him that that was a gift uh, for King Leodegrace, he insisted on keeping it for himself and stole it from us. Add some pressure. I don't know. That might be.
It's not going to help us in our mission, so we'll just continue our mission as is.
Yeah, I mean, you could spin it. Okay, but in the morning, you mark up a new day. We're going to mark up days every morning. Okay?
Okay, so we had one to get to
Glebum.
the gifts. Yeah, and then one to get to here. So this will be day 3 now?
Correct.
Okay.
There are about 12 men, knights, squires, and men at arms. There's a mixture to escort you back the way you came. They help you if you need it to get your horses and everything all packed up and ready to go.
Yeah, it's funny. Our horses were packed earlier. It's weird all our stuff's on the ground.
We don't need escort, but thank you for the...
They escort you to the river. Actually, they don't escort you to the river. They escort you down the road. Yeah, they're not. They're definitely escorting you. So they escort you south, okay, which only takes a few hours, and then one of the knights says he points toward the river and says, "There's a ford up that way." Then he turns his horse and departs, and says, "You are no longer welcome in Galvor." And then they all leave. So you're alone on the road.
You're joking, right?
I'm not joking.
So we have to find another route.
No. We were given very specific instructions.
Yeah, but how are we gonna... What if the knights find us and we're in big shit? We're out to fight them.
Well, we were already supposed to go secretly.
Yeah, but
This
we're
doesn't
not...
change anything.
Okay, let's go through the forest. That way we could probably hide from any knights.
That's exactly the way you were supposed to go. You're supposed to follow the river up through the forest.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. That is called the Ardennes Forest. No, it's the some kind of forest. The Ardennes Forest. Yeah, it is the Ardennes Forest. Okay. Navigating through this unknown territory with your squires and yourselves is tricky. There's no signs that point the way. Maps are not accurate, if any exist at all.
We'll follow the river.
Exactly. Compasses have not been invented. The best way to do this is to ask people encountered along the way and hope they're telling you the truth. Or you can, exactly follow the river. Okay, because it's the forest, you're going to be traveling fairly slowly, okay? So, um, I'll just gradually move you. And plus, you're trying to avoid contact and all that kind of stuff. You need to make, for the entire trip, it's one roll, or one set of rolls. Um, and it is one roll against. Okay, yeah. You guys decide who's going to roll for this. There's three skills you roll against, but anybody can do the roll, not everybody. So, like, it's awareness, folklore, and hunting. And you have to decide who's going to roll and then roll.
What's your awareness?
And you are able to talk about it because it's considered like you guys are cooperating and you're doing,
14, 11, and 5.
only one player may attempt to roll each skill. However, as the stakes are high, you may wish to use passion. So the passions allowed is honor, because you want to make sure you finish this mission, or loyalty to the king. This is a multi-day task, so you can just assume this doesn't eat into your daily passion rolls.
Hey, what's your honor?
19.
Yeah, I guess we're going with you.
Okay.
Well, I guess we both could use a passion. Right?
Well, my
who
homage to Arthur is 20.
Okay, you're making an awareness roll. Somebody's rolling against awareness. Whoever rolls against awareness can do their passion first.
Right.
Right. You're rolling awareness, so go ahead.
Okay. Awareness. I choose you. I succeed.
Okay, so you didn't do a passion?
No, my awareness is pretty good.
Okay, that's crazy. I'd always do it because you never know. You might get a critical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you succeeded in awareness. Now the next roll is folklore.
What's your folklore?
11.
Okay, you're rolling this one.
If you do use a passion and you fumble or fail, you might go into melancholy. So that is a good reason not to do it.
Yeah. Now, my folklore I'm less confident in, so I would like to use one of those passions.
It's either honor or loyalty.
So that's pretty good.
Honor or loyalty?
Loyalty king.
Oh man, I don't have that. I have homage. Okay, so honor it is.
You can have homage as long as it's for the king, not Robert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My homage Arthur is 20, but that's fine.
It adds
succeeded either way.
it adds 5.
Yeah.
To your
So the folklore.
folklore.
Add 5.
Yep.
Dang.
Okay. So you succeeded with awareness. Your party failed with folklore. Next one is hunting.
5. What do you got, Sanson?
I'm going to use my passion.
Okay. So I guess Sanson's making the hunting roll.
Yeah.
Okay, that adds 5 to your hunting. Don't put plus, just put a 5.
I know how to use it.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Also a failure.
Well, looks like we're in trouble.
It does. Count up the number of successes. If all 3 are successful, you win the game. Okay. If 2 rolls are successful, you almost win the game. And if 1 roll succeeds, Then we're going to go to an encounter. Okay. If no rolls succeed, you go to a really bad encounter. Okay. Give me a D6 roll, Gwyneth.
A 4.
4 days later.
Oh. Okay.
I moved your token. You think you're there. But that might not be where you're at. After those days, following trails through the forest, one morning you see a group of poorly dressed commoners approaching your camp. They are armed with shovels and hoes, homemade spears, bows, and a few even bear pitted swords and battered shields. Looks like a mob of some kind. They're approaching you. What do you guys do? There's a dozen or so of them. Maybe not that many. Maybe half a dozen. I don't know how many there are, but there's a handful.
Well, we're on horseback. Just ride past.
You're not on horse. You're in camp.
We're at camp.
Oh,
They're coming up on your. They're coming up to your camp.
And I assume the horses are not currently saddled?
Oh, nothing's ready. You guys are just barely starting breakfast.
Okay.
yes,
Then I will stick on my helmet and grab my sword and shield.
Okay, your squire does the same. He grabs his spear, I guess, and his shield. Sanson, what are you doing?
putting on my helmet as well and grabbing my maul.
All right. So they're approaching. They don't look like they're charging you or swinging their swords in the air or anything like that. They just look like they're equipped and they're approaching you. What do you do?
I thought only knights could have swords. I don't like that these people have swords.
They're pitted and rusted.
They still shouldn't have them.
That's correct.
I'm wary, but I'm not going to make the first attack.
So what do you do?
Given what we've seen, they could easily be seeking help against King Nim. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see if they're hostile or not. Maybe we could just talk to them.
But yeah, I'll call out to them.
What do you say?
That's what I'm thinking of.
You go.
How may we assist you? I can't remember the term for addressing serfs.
Peasant?
Although that's probably the wrong way to go anyways. Yeah. Greetings, we are knights of the great King Arthur. How may we assist you? I say while holding my sword up slightly.
You okay? You raised your sword.
No.
One of the too late.
I'm holding it.
Just up, okay, like you're guarding yourself with it, right? You're not like
yeah.
you're not like raising it like you're gonna strike him on the head. You're just holding it up like in a protective manner or whatever.
It's not fully up like on guard, but it's definitely.
They can tell that you
are
combat ready, right? And one of the guys raises both of his hands over his head, and he says, "Oh no, good night. We are not your enemies. Careful with that. It doesn't want to drink the blood of old Marley here. Old Marley just wants to speak to the brave foreign knights."
Then speak.
What can we do for you?
And he points at his band of merry men, and he says, I'm the leader of this there band. We don't want to fight. We're looking for someone who can help us uh, help, attack a caravan going into Galvor. You
I'm
might
in.
you might notice you are no longer in Galvor. You're just across the border. Um, if you're where you think you are. Um,
Going into Galvor
yeah,
from.
yeah. There's riches, gold. They're going to trade for salt. Uh, exotic furs, cloths, sent to trade.
Whose caravan is it?
It'll provide a serious blow to the treasury of Nim. Make a station
Oh,
roll.
I'm
Make a station roll.
okay.
That's all of you, both of you.
Station.
Station.
Oh.
Don't forget,
Oh, I succeeded.
Don't forget, it's a new day. If you need to use a passion, you can always use a passion.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I succeeded.
Well,
Oh,
Sanson got a check. Don't forget.
that he did.
Don't forget. Crits get you checks. And fumbles. Okay. But you succeeded, you said. Okay. The peasant's promise of generous share. You if you help, we'll give you a share. And your station reminds you that this is the work of mercenaries and robber barons, not suitable for household knights on a mission for the king.
Also, Gwyneth, remember, he said not to do any quests, not to get off.
Famously selfish or vengeful. Are either one of you famously selfish or vengeful? That means 16 or above. Does either one of you have a 16 selfish or vengeful?
I am famously forgiving.
So you're not vengeful.
Right.
Sanson?
Nope, not me.
Okay, so you guys aren't famously selfish or vengeful.
No, and I'm 10 and 10 on generous.
If you were, you would take the chance to get back at King Nim. Right?
I was thinking of it as a chance to get some new gifts for the others.
No, Arthur said not to go to do any quests or any off-mission adventures, so we need to...
He also said to give them gifts. We can't do both. But no, it...
Okay, this is an internal
shouldn't
conflict.
dally.
This is an internal conflict. So, it says you need to roll selfish versus honor. So you can roll
Selfish versus honor?
Yeah.
I'll roll both of them, you think?
Well, you roll one. If you succeed, you can stop there. So you probably want to roll honor first.
I successed.
You both did. Okay. Yeah. So you can stop with your honor dictates that you don't have to help them.
Yeah, I was planning not to anyway, because Arthur told us not to get off the mission.
Right. But if your selfish took over, then you would have been forced to help them. But your honor dictated that you don't have to do that.
Well, sorry, but
we won't be able to.
we're on a time-sensitive mission.
Look at us. We wouldn't be able to take on this caravan. They have guards, and you know, we're a poor lot.
I see that.
We can't help you.
as much as we would enjoy striking a blow against the thief that is King Nim, we have a prior engagement.
Okay. Well, shit. Okay. So you were not tempted. You move on.
It took 4 days to get to the road there.
You're not even at the road yet. You're still in the woods.
It took 4 days to go to there.
Yeah.
Because it only took us 1 day to get to Galvin.
Yeah, it's a big advantage to be on the road.
Yeah, roads are useful.
Okay.
So how many days have we traveled?
One more day. So add one more day to this.
That puts us, this is day 8.
You have crossed over into the woods on the other side of the road. Okay, so you were between Stafford and Carol Hasey or whatever it's called. Carol Haas. So you're about pretty close to that road intersection. When you cross the road and you start heading, stealthily through the woods, trying not to be spotted by the local peasantry or knights or whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter now that you're in Cameliard because they're pretty friendly with you, and plus you want to be taken in to King Leodegrace, right?
Yeah.
So you find an old man sitting on a stool in an abandoned village. Everyone else has fled at your approach.
That's rude.
It says, what do you wish to ask him? Perhaps someone with folklore will manage not to fumble their role and frighten him. So who wants to approach?
You want me to
who wants to
try this
approach him?
again, Sanson?
Go ahead.
For the folklore?
Just don't fumble it. Is what it's saying. Okay.
Well, I didn't.
You didn't. Okay. He looks up at you. He's an old man on a stool. It's not really an abandoned village. It's currently abandoned because they saw you coming.
So we're pretty sure that we are in Camelard.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's a pin. Sorry. Okay, so we're right there between Stafford and... Okay, yeah, that's what she'd said. And we need to go...
It just said Camelard. It doesn't say anywhere in the instructions.
Exactly where, right?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be either Stafford or Carlios or whatever. It's gonna be one of those.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, and we have this old man. So I say... Hello,
Hello.
Father. We're on a mission.
Just call me old timer.
Old timer. Gotcha. We're on a mission for the High King Arthur, but we seem to have gotten a bit turned around. Could you point us? Where exactly does
Well, it was Camliard yesterday. Maybe it's the same today.
Yes, we're
Some
not sure
some
which
sometimes we're in Longris though. County of
which keep to go to.
County of
we're
Woo.
looking for a king. Yeah, we're looking for a King Lodare Grace.
Yeah,
Grace.
King
I don't know how to say that.
King Leota Grace.
Yeah, Leota Grace.
Would he be in Stafford or Carohase?
You mean Lord Hilfid?
Uh, no, we're looking for King Leota Grace. I think.
Yeah.
Afterwards, go further up the Severn until it reaches the Forest of Arden. Go through the forest to the northeast, enter Camelard. Yeah, then Leota Grace. Okay.
So you mean Lord Hilfid? Hilfid's castle?
Oh, is that where we would find him?
Yeah, that's in Carrot Waste.
What's in Stafford?
Uh,
Nothing.
what'd you say, King Leota Grace?
Yes.
Can't say. Never been there myself.
I see. Do knights ever ride through here? Other than us, of course.
Um, yeah. So, um, sometimes I guess.
Hmm. And which way do they come from?
Both ways.
We're gonna have to ask someone else. I think.
Now, the north, it winds up around a few hills and reaches the castle.
Hmm.
How long would it take us to go to both Stafford and Kerber?
Well, Lord Hifid's castle is Carrot Waste. And then he
So I
starts,
think we
and then
need to go to Stafford.
he giggles a little bit.
He might be.
Well, yeah, my grandson Arn, if you pay him, he might be able to lead you to up there.
I think we can figure it out.
What do you want to do, Gwen?
Okay.
I think we should head for Stafford.
Yeah, all right. Let's do that. It's a 50-50 chance. We're heading towards Stafford, Mr. Gino.
Right.
I don't say goodbye to this man. I just leave.
Okay, you start heading towards Stafford, and
I think he has Alzheimer's disease.
he goes, you're going the wrong way. That's not Carrot Waste. You're heading up there to the Stamford.
That's right. Thank you for everything.
That ain't the right way. I warned you. You guys seem like good youngsters, but you know you should listen to your elders.
We're going towards Stafford.
I know.
Yep.
Okay, so a day later, you're at Stafford.
I don't acknowledge the old man anymore whatsoever.
Okay, so you reach a city of Stafford.
We'll ask around if King Lettergrace resides here.
Okay, so you see a farmer tilling the field. They see you ride up. They don't. They're not. They're worried. They're shocked, but they don't go running like they did out in the other village. Um, they kind of just stand there and wait for you to kill them.
Now we're gonna ask them if this is where Lettergrace resides.
You mean the king?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's down in Kurahase. Or yeah. It's this. Yeah, he usually stays with Lord Hilfid.
All right. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Can I get back to work or anything else?
Looks like we're going back. So we lost a 50-50 chance.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Okay, so one more day gets you to Karahasi. I'm assuming we're up to like 10 or 11, something like that.
Yes, 10.
Okay. Okay, it says this section of the adventure is largely a narrative exercise with a few die rolls to while away the stay. Its immediate objective is to make you, the players, sweat. Okay.
Definitely close.
It's doing it.
I know, right? Okay, so so you get there. Um,
I'm gonna have to try this out in a campaign sometime.
you reach the
Oh, you went the wrong way.
you reach the Mott and Bailey Castle. You get within hailing distance, and a guard calls out to you from the parapet. Who are you, and what do you want here?
Messengers sent by the High King Arthur to meet with King Leodegrace.
It says, let them make a courtesy roll, not to say that they're here to meet the king.
Oh.
Make a courtesy roll. This is your inner thought coming out, and it's telling you, hey, maybe we shouldn't tell them our business. It says, a success indicates they know that they do not need to give any more information than that is to the guard. Okay, so if you do, that's fine, but it's just saying you don't have to.
We're messengers. We're messengers.
Arn is not with you.
Arn?
Arn, the grandson.
Oh yeah, no.
Who's Arn?
If the knights are without Arn, okay, here we go.
Is Arn the old
This
man?
this knight is up there, and he looks down at you off the parapet, and he says, "I don't recognize you. You're not our regular guests. You need to make an orate roll. Whoever is trying to convince him that you are here to see the king, or Sir Hilfid. Sir Hilfid is in charge of this castle."
What do you have for orate, Sanson?
Nah, really bad.
You said 9? That's what I've got.
Oh, I got a 5.
Oh, 5? Okay. Let me.
Don't forget passion. All right, too late.
I don't need passion.
Oh, you crit.
You got a crit.
I am the passion.
I am Sir Ambrut. And you are?
I am Sir Gwynnis, Knight of King Arthur and Sir Robert. Or Count Robert? Count Robert.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe you've heard of me.
No, but I've heard of Arthur. Give me a second. And then he hollers down, "Lower the bridge." And then the drawbridge goes down. He says, "There are reports of an enemy army on the move, and we can't just be letting in any strange knights that come begging at our door. But, come in."
Who leads this army?
Go in.
Okay, a few guards show you to the hall where Sir Hilfid, the Castellan of Carlohase, awaits. Okay, so you guys, your squires are with your horses. They're tending, they're washing, brushing, cleaning, making sure that everything's packed properly or unpacked so the horses can rest. And you guys are escorted into the hall where Sir Hilfid is at. I don't have a picture, but he is an old knight with just one hand. He's monohandular. I don't know. Dexterous.
Monodextrous.
Yeah. He says, "Welcome, friends. Come on in. Come on in. It's warm outside. Come inside. Get the sun off your backs."
Yeah, one
Thank
of
you.
your guards says that you were being attacked by army. Who leads this army?
Oh, we don't know. I don't know. But if you have business here, we can discuss this after our meal.
Of course.
And he looks over at the wall. There's a squire standing. The squire steps forward, and he says, "Escort them to the guest lodge to wash up and change before dinner." And so the squire says, "My lords, if you'd follow me, I'll take you to the lodge where you can have a bath."
Very well. Just down this yellow brick road there.
No, not that I know of. And then this 7-year-old escorts you to your, or 14-year-old escorts you to your lodge, which actually is a very nice room. It's not a barracks. It's just, it reminds you of home. It's just a house. It's just a room, like a bedroom. And each one, and there are attendants, pages, and stuff like that that are bringing in warm water so that you guys can take a bath. And they have soap, and they're basically very. They have towels, and your squires lay out your evening wear. And after you wash up, I assume you guys wash up.
Yes.
You go to the dinner. It's not a feast. It's just dinner for the guests. So I am Sir Hilfid, and what can I do for you?
We are actually here. Um, we were looking for King Leodegrace.
Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Okay. I will send for him. He's not currently in the hall. I am his Castilian. And you guys eat the duck and potatoes
I
and
think he did say we could give the message to the Castilian, right?
So I'm checking. They said that for somebody.
I don't think it's the
Um,
king. I think that was for the
yeah, it was not the king. It was the count. We could give it to the other people.
right. Um okay. So you spend the night after dinner. The king does not show up. It is breakfast. You can mark a day. The next day, you have breakfast with the Castilian, Sir Hilfid. So, um, I I do not grant permission to depart. Not that you'd want to. You were waiting for the King of Leodoris.
Yes.
Instead, I ask that you, by your faith, remain here for 3 days.
Very well.
It says, make hospitality rules. You may check a passion if you want to succeed. Yeah. So you may use your passion.
Hospitality?
Hospitality.
That is a passion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a passion.
It is a passion. But everybody has to make
But
a
we can use it.
You have to make a hospitality roll.
Okay.
If you succeed, you get to check your hospitality. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
So you get checks by hospitality. You realize that the Lord is well within his rights to make this request. It would be a breach of rules to leave without permission.
What's we're going? We don't have 3 days, do we?
Yeah, we do.
It's getting close.
To get to bear grain.
Okay, so without leaving, the rest of the day is taken up with hunting small game. You can roll for hunting. And if you succeed, you get a check. And 10 glory.
So,
Hunting.
what passions can we use for it?
You've already used your passion today. You use hospitality. I forced it. Okay, so no worries. You just didn't successfully hunt anything. That's all right. Um, and the day is over. So you can mark another day. On the second day, Lord Hifid holds court. You each can make a courtly skill of your choice. The courtly skills are compose, courtesy, dancing, falconry, fashion, flirting, gaming, intrigue, literacy, and orate. Oh, and play instrument. Right, man, I got a long list. Okay, hold on. Let me just copy and paste this. It'd be a lot easier. So you get to choose one of these to roll on during court. Your choice. And explain, narrate like what you're doing. So, like, if you pick fashion, why did you choose fashion? Like, what makes that your skill roll? If you choose play instrument, it's pretty obvious you're probably going to play an instrument for the court, but that might not be. Just let me know. Who wants to go first?
I'm going with courtesy.
Okay. Well, how does courtesy play into this court?
There
are other knights there. There are ladies. There are. It's not a big, flashy feast or anything. It's just court. He's just asking people to talk to him, and he says the business of the day and stuff like that. Tells everybody that he's got some guests from King Arthur's court, and they're here to see King Leodegrance, and he's asked you to wait for 3 days, and he's not withholding any information. It's not like he's trying to hide something. So why did you make a courtesy roll? You haven't rolled yet, but I'm just saying why.
So, does my mic sound okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, it did the weird disconnect thing. So, especially if he is pointing out, guest King Arthur's whatever. Very good
he does.
manners. All the like proper greetings. I bow just right. I'm just trying to
You're just being very polite.
make a really good first impression.
Okay, make a courtesy roll. You're mingling and trying to be okay. So
I'm being charming.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, oh, you have some beautiful and stunning ladies in your court.
If you succeed, which you did, you get glory equal to your appearance characteristic.
Oh, nice. 12.
Yeah. And Sanson, what'd you say?
I say you have some beautiful and stunning ladies in your court.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure they will appreciate your interest. What is your skill that you're using?
I already rolled it, flirting.
Oh, flirting. Oh, okay. Yeah, you also get glory equal to your appearance. And they, they giggle. They bat their eyes at you. As dinner approaches on the second day, we've already marked it, with the sun setting in the west, a clamor comes from the bailey. Open the gate! The king has come! There is the usual activity for such an occasion as grooms rush out to tend to the horses. Sir Hifid comes down to meet his liege, who also receives a goblet of drink, and so on. 3 other knights, plus squires, have arrived with the king. What do you do right now? Do you like push your way to the front, or what do you do?
I've waited 3 days. I can wait another minute.
That is a modest roll.
I kneel before the king, or the kings. It's good to kneel before the king.
absolutely. You can go ahead and, Sanson, make a modest roll as well, because you're trying to be modest. Okay, because you didn't make your modest, go ahead and make a proud roll. Okay, so you kind of push your way to the front before you start bowing. Um, Sir Hiflid steps up and says, they're here from King Arthur's court, and they have a message for you. And then the king says to Hilfid, I'm tired. I'll speak to them in the morning. And as he walks past you, he says, it's good to see you, Sanson and Gwyneth. And he just kind of walks past you.
I smile and nod.
It's good to see you also, Your Majesty.
All right, so he's gone somewhere in the keep, probably to his bedchambers. Dinner is over. Court is over. Got to wait till the morning. So in the morning, mark a day, the seat is now occupied by King Leodegrace and not Sir Hifid. And he says, welcome to Kirahase, Knights of Arthur. I trust you have been treated well during your stay. Sir Hifid, come let us retire. Okay, this must be the night before. Because he says, let us retire to the king's room. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, so that was the night before. I thought it said it jumped to the breakfast, but it didn't. It says, everyone should now take a horsemanship roll. Really? Okay. Horsemanship.
I failed.
You see that? Sanson made it. Sanson, you recognize that these horses are sweating heavily, possibly ruined from the haste. The king rode hard and fast to get here. So there was your skill with horsemanship. You recognize that these horses are blown.
Well, I remember from the guard, he said they were on alert from an attack on their castle. So I guess that has something to do with it.
And then a few moments later, a squire approaches you both and says, the king will see you now. This is still in the evening. This is not even breakfast. This is like you just realized the horses are all blown. The king went off with the three knights he brought with him and Hilfid into his bedchamber. And then about an hour later, the squire came to you guys and said, he'll see you now.
They will approach and kneel before the king.
As you approach the hall, a couple of trumpeters blow do 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 do, and then Sir Hilfid, standing at the door, says, "King Arthur's knights, Sir Sanson and Sir Gwyneth, have a message for you, my liege." And then he walks you into the room where there is now the king is seated at a dinner table with food in front of him. And he points to the chairs on the other side of the dinner table and he says, "Join me."
Okay, we join him. Yes, Gwen as well too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join him.
So, what's going on?
Majesty, we have not. This is a message from King Arthur. We have knowledge that King Lot and his allies are marching hastily to attack us. If you would prove your loyalty and yourself to us, then prepare to meet us at Lambor, from whence we march north to engage Lot's army in battle. That's the message we were told by King Arthur to give to you.
Um, Thank you. Um, he stands up and he says, "Await my decision. I'm going to retire for the evening."
At breakfast?
No, it's an evening.
Okay.
It's that same day. And he disappears. So you are in the hall with a couple of other knights, and yeah, you're in the hall with a couple of his knights, and food. And you finish the food, and or not, or you can stand or leave or whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?
Oh, it's hospitality, so we'll stay in with the other knights and whoever's there.
Well, you have your own lodge. You have your own rooms. But this is like the main hall where the feast would normally be held. The other knights are here. They're not eating. They're just kind of standing around milling about. You were given a great honor.
I'm gonna go outside for some air and just pace really anxiously back and forth for a while.
Okay.
So how many days do we have left for our mission?
Tomorrow makes the end of the second week.
So we failed our mission.
No, not necessarily. He said return,
A week and a half.
but if we know where he's going after those 3 weeks, we can meet him there. But yeah, we're super late. We got one super big no, and this one doesn't seem super promising yet.
So
What
you're
is this for sure feeling this?
so I
I'm
guess
just pacing.
Sanson comes outside and paces with you. And as you guys are kind of like pacing and discussing and realizing you're probably a little bit late, one of the other knights comes up to you, and he just looks like another knight, someone you've never met, and he says, "So, you come from the south, King Arthur's court?"
Yeah.
Yes, from the High King, King Arthur. Yeah.
So, do you have any news, or maybe you might be able to sing me a southern song or play some music?
I could play some music. What would you
All right.
like to hear?
Something from the south.
Hmm.
So go ahead and make a play instrument roll, or singing if you plan to sing. Okay. Okay, you succeed.
Sweet Home Sarum.
If you succeed, you get glory equal to your appearance. You're gonna do what? You're
I
gonna
was
tell
saying he could play.
Home Sweet Sarum?
It's like Sweet Home Alabama, but Sweet Home Rocket Sarum. It's a Southern song.
After an hour or so, excuse me, after an hour or so, you see the king walking back towards the hall.
Okay, we'll go meet him.
He re-enters the hall. Uh, he says, "Join me, join me, join me. You may tell your king that I, Leodegrace, king of Camliard, will be in Lambor with my men to meet him."
Thank you, Your Majesty.
If
Where's Landor
if
anyway?
if any of the players succeeded in their skill roll to entertain the other knights, the demeanor changes from serious, he was worn since arriving. My deliberations were interrupted by the sounds of your performance through the door. Now I am in the hall and may listen properly. Let us hear that again.
Sure.
Roll the same skill again. If you want to use a passion, you can.
Use homage?
No.
Which ones would work?
Well, it's already you already rolled. Which homage to who? Who do you have homage to?
Homage Arthur?
You have homage to Arthur? Yeah, you can roll that.
Sure.
That ain't good. That's a minus 10 to your skill roll, so you can just go ahead and roll your play instrument with a minus 10. And I believe you have a chance to go into melancholy.
Definitely going to fail. Only a one now.
Yeah, you're probably not going to make it. You never know. You might critical. Okay, so you criticaled, and he's like, "Oh my God!" You basically got really into it. You were very emotional because your melancholy took over, but you worked your way through the melancholy and you played this instrument to like you've never played before, and
It's unbelievable.
you get 4 times your appearance in glory.
Nice. What instrument do you play, Samson?
Skin flute.
Salute.
What was the real answer?
Samson, what instrument are you playing?
Salute.
A lute.
Okay, so you're done. The strings are smoking. Your fingers are smoking.
Yeah, he just got into it.
Well, yeah, we're playing songs from home. He got homesick.
Basically, the crit would have given him double, but because it's to the king, it's doubled again. That's why it was times 4. Okay, so the entertainment goes on until Leodegrace says, "It grows dark, and we all have far to go in the morning. So rest well. Inform your squires to have your horses ready immediately after breaking our fast. You have a long ride ahead of you.
Excuse me, My Majesty. We have another message to another king to deliver.
Um, who are you're delivering? My understanding is you're on your way to Bodegrain
Yeah.
or Bedegrain County. I wish, yeah. I'll have Sir Ambril escort you to the edge, but I know that time is short. So you're
Where's
gonna.
Lambor anyway?
It's just south of. If you look on the map, it's like right below Nottingham.
Oh, it's right there.
It's right there.
But it wouldn't take long to get there. All right. So we're all right, I think, time-wise.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it here for the night for the game, and you guys are gonna proceed on to the next phase, the Bodegrain.
I can't believe I got a crit. That's so awesome.
And yeah, and we'll do that next week. Hopefully, Roland will have caught up with you by then.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened to our other knightly friend.
I'm still ecstatic that I got a crit level 1.
Yeah, I know. That's it's not D&D. Yeah, that was I didn't think you were even going to pass.
Me either. There's no way to pass a 1. The only one way is a crit.
Well, I guess that's true. Either crit or fail.
I mean, we already knew he liked the song.
That is true. He said that he wanted to hear it properly without a doorway being in the way.
A good game, fellas.
All right. So we got a lot of traveling done, a little bit of adventure, a little bit of peasantry. What do you call it? Like interaction. You know, you didn't succumb to the tease of taking your gifts, where you were gonna like fight the castle or get yourselves killed. You didn't slow your day down by taking on the caravan. You know, to even though it would have like pissed off Nims or whatever his name is. Yeah, you made a lot.
We'd have some money as another gift
You would have a lot of money though.
to replace the gifts we lost. So,
Right.
but yeah,
But they're not gifts that would have just been, well, it would have been different gifts. It would have been like furs and other things.
I remember hearing Merlin say, "Don't go off track."
He did say that.
I don't work for Merlin.
That's right. All right. So next week, we'll get you started in the morning where you guys will be all kitted up. Hopefully, we'll make some squire rolls to make sure everybody gets their horses ready. And then we are on our way to the count.
Did we check for Sanson's melancholy?
Oh, he crit out of it.
Okay, so that it's related to the skill check you get after.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If he had just passed and not crit, he would have had to make his homage roll again. And if he failed his homage roll, he would have went melancholy.
Okay.
All right, good night, folks.
All right, you have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, I've logged out of Discord, so it's just you guys and me. I hope you guys enjoyed the adventure this evening. We are still playing the starter set adventure, so everything is kind of like hand holdy, where it's basically holding the hands of the players as they progress towards their destination. Let me see if I could do this. And that. Hey, I'm back. Look at that. Yeah, so uh, if you look at the games as they cycle through, we got the core rule book. We got some player cards that I made for each of the individual knights that are playing the game. But that one right there, Sir Cadmus, he didn't show up tonight. There's the Game Master's Handbook. We've already run the adventures that are in the Game Master's Handbook. Those were years 508 and 509. Um, we are working towards the Grey Knight. The Grey Knight is when the campaign actually starts. We are currently in the starter set, which is 5, 10, 11, and 12. We're currently in years 511. That set right there, the starter set. Um, and so once they get out of the starter set, it won't be so hand-holdy like it is right now. I kind of feel like I'm railroading them a little bit. But that's okay because everybody's learning the mechanics of the game. Everybody's learning the rules, me included. So we're having a good old time. I just wish the not. I wish that all the players showed up and not just two, because there would have been a lot more maybe back and forth or interactions. When there's only two, it's real easy to get an agreement, but when there's four, somebody might not agree or whatever. Sir Roland should be in next week, hopefully. So, I'm going to try to communicate with Cadmus. I'm going to drop him messages I'm going to in Discord. I'm going to try to communicate with him. Maybe also in Roll20. If he drops out, stay tuned to the channel because if you're interested in a Pendragon game, I don't mind making a character and then adding you to the party. So if you're interested in something like this campaign, just let me know. Even you can even drop me a message, and we might be able to work you in. So yeah, I'm totally down for that. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.